pity. It's a shame that you don't know me. But by the end of this session, you will for sure not just know me, but connect with me on social networks, especially on LinkedIn. I would recommend this. This is an open session, different than anyone that was here before me and will be after me. Everyone is equipped with a presentation. Since I'm speaking about storytelling, I'm the presentation, and I will teach you to be the same. Um, I would like this to be an interactive kind of a session when you ask me questions. The problem is, I always say to myself, I need to ask you things to interact, and then I forget it because I like to hear myself, which is a big problem with entrepreneurs in general. We really love to hear ourselves. This is why we don't let anyone ask us anything. And even if they ask us, we say, thank you for the question and continue what we want to say, which is a good thing, like politicians. This is why when I'm invited to conferences, they say to me, would you like to get the questions in advance? I say, why? No need. You can ask me, I will answer whatever I want. I want you to adopt this methodology, and I will soon tell you why. This session, although it's about storytelling, is really open for you to ask all those, I don't know, embarrassing or maybe a little bit, bugging things that you're not sure about, but you didn't know who to ask. This is this is the program today. We call it hit hit the expert. You're not gonna try and hit me on the head, ask me something, and let's see if my answer will be I don't know. Probably will not happen. Like you guys, you know everything. This is why I'm struggling here to understand my role. But definitely it will be about storytelling. Now I want to tell you something very interesting about storytelling. People love stories. How do I know? Because I don't know. Every mother tells stories to her kids before going to sleep. For that matter, me too. So also dads, you can say I do if you also read stories to your kids. But we know people in general throughout history from ever like stories. But we also know that to tell a good story, you need to have certain skills. How do I know that as well? Because I've heard people speak, not just telling me stories, speak. Some of them I was left like, wow, I want to hear more. And some, if after 2 seconds, I say, it's not for me. This is storytelling. Now, I want to explain to you that this behavior, this response of, I'm very interesting, big eyes, mouth open, just waiting to get more information, different than saying, it's not for me. It's not just a response. It's not just a body movement of hands and eyes. It's hormones. Our body desecrates, gets out hormones into the body, which generate how we act. So if you say to me, if I say to you that this is a fact, you should say to yourself, wow, so in the way I will speak and what I say when I speak, I can generate on the side of the people listening to me a response that does not have to do anything but their brain getting out hormones that get me to react, to get them to react in a certain way. Again, if I were to tell you now about a story of a person who walked in the desert and he was thirsty looking for water, didn't find water, was close to dying. If I would speak another minute, you will all start feeling thirst, although you have water in front of you like I do. If I were to tell you now about a juicy meal, by the way, truly, I made myself lunch, like a big chunk of meat, but I don't get to eat because I need to speak to you guys, so I will eat after. But if I will tell you the process of making it, your mouth will start drooling, although there is no food in front of you, but from the story. So take my word, it works the same on everything. I know some of you are now swallowing saliva because of my story, but this is how it is. So if I can say a story in a certain way and impact the person listening, so if I want to raise money, maybe I need to speak in a certain way that will make the other side say, wow, I want to give you the money. Or if I want someone to become my customer, Maybe I can say it in a way that you will say, wow, I must be, I don't care. I need to be your customer. And honestly, this is why it's called the art of storytelling. It's an art. But in the end, it's about us pitching to someone about something that we like very much because we made it, we invented it, to someone who is listening and probably might have a clue, might not, might be someone who will be a customer, might be someone who will invest in us. And for that matter, let's decide that we want to talk two ways. When you say to me, how many presentations should I have? Probably you should have two presentations. One that will be towards your investors, speaking about more about money, and the other, rest of the world. And for right now, since you're all young startups, you don't speak too much about partnerships, not talking about resellers or selling. It's more towards people who might be users of what you invent. So these are like the two presentations you should have. You should have a one pager, just a one. By the way, spoiler, it's called one pager because it has just a one page. Some of you send me one pager that has four, but it's not a one pager. It's a four pager, but ask for a one pager. Don't be smart. Be smart, not on that. So a one pager. I don't know if anyone is supposed to speak about it or if you are in need of making a one pager, but those of you who would like to get some examples, although you can find them on Google anywhere, write to me and I will send to you an example of that. So you can use several, like it's like designed in a certain way. Maybe some of the information is here and there. Okay, so in one page. By the way, what I'm explaining now, okay, is called your marketing deck, or so. Send me your deck. What do they mean? Deck, not the deck that you have outside in the garden, not that deck. Deck. So deck would be a presentation, a one pager. Why do we send the two? Because probably in your presentations, someone who, without saying names, me, will soon tell you that the presentation needs to be very visual, not too many words. But if I were to send this presentation to someone who never heard me before, what can you understand from pictures? Probably nothing. Even if I do short sentences, probably they will not get it. The one pager helps them to understand, although people will not like to move between the two. So we need to find something in the middle. And what I'm telling you are not things that I think you never heard before. There's many things in our lives that we hear many times, we just don't pay attention. For instance, if you decide to buy a white Volkswagen Passat, before you buy, you look at the street, you don't see any white Volkswagen Passat, maybe once in a week. Once you decide to buy one, you look at the street, oh my God, so many white Passats. How? Is that magic? By the way, some people tell me, yeah, it's because Google listens to me and they start sending white Passats towards me. No, forget it. Yes, they are listening, but they do something else with it. So you understand that only when we pay attention to something, when we pay attention, we see. Again, just a hint. So if when I speak, I bring you things that you know they are like this, you laugh like a stand-up comedian. What do? We think when they say something that we are the only one who knows about it. But when we look left and say everyone is laughing because everyone knows it's like this. By the way, they don't, sometimes we laugh out of embarrassment, not because we think it's funny, but this is how we react. These are little features that you need to be very, very attentive. Now, there is a saying in the Bible, I think, that I know to tell best only about myself. I know myself best. This is how I can talk about myself and describe myself the best way. Always have this in mind. When you speak, remember, speak about yourselves. I see many times entrepreneurs when they do presentations, for some reason, especially what gets them a little bit crazy is the slide about competition. Oh my God. When they show competition, everyone else is stupid. They don't have an idea. And you are the best. Don't go this way. Speak about why you are not good, not the best, but different. You want to say smarter? Fine, but not best. Don't antagonize. Don't say things that if you were the audience listening, you will be angry. Now, as I said again, please be free to stop. Please be free to give your own examples when we speak. This is your time now, meaning I came here to share some information with you. By the way, this is my therapy time when I get myself relaxed, get all my nerves out. This is why sometimes people think I'm a little bit aggressive. But for me, it's therapy. So you're now helping me an hour and a half to relax. I want you to feel the same way, to relax, to share, and to speak. This is not a competition. Okay, there are no winners here. By the way, no losers. But I would like to give you the opportunity to pitch to me. When I say pitch to me, is that you will pitch, you will hear me answer, okay? And you will learn a little bit. Now I want to convince you about something. I want to convince you that the two most important slides in your presentation would be problem and solution. Without clearing problem and solution, you are wasting everyone's time. If people don't understand the problem and solution, whatever you will say after, it's nothing. They don't hear it, they don't understand it, they don't need it. Say you understand problem and solution. And now, okay, I will connect this to the practical and say this. In your presentation, there will be 9 or 10 slides, not 5, not 7, not 12, 9 or 10. These, please write to yourself, these are the slides that you all gonna show almost, and I will explain later what's the almost in the same order of slides. Opening slide is the name of your startup and a slogan. Slogan, 3 words. Those 3 words don't need to describe what you're doing, and your name should not also do that, not must do, have what you do in the name or in the slogan, but it needs to make sense. Nike, what's the slogan of Nike?
Just do it.
Just do it. Okay, let's see you are an alien coming from Mars. You see Nike, just do it. What does it mean? Is it sport? Is it shoes? You don't understand. Good. McDonald's. Without seeing, just to see the McDonald's, what's the slogan of McDonald's?
I'm
I'm
loving
loving
it.
it.
Okay, I'm an alien. McDonald's, I loving it. What? I love the letter M. So just to explain, but you say, yeah, Tal, come on. But there are brands of so many years. Everyone knows. Everyone knows. Apple. What's the symbol of Apple?
An apple.
An apple with a,
With a bite.
again, I'm an alien. An apple with a, what is it selling? Is it like farmer's market something? I don't get. This is why, again, take those examples and say to yourself, okay, but it started somehow. In the beginning, no one knew. Then it evolved. Think the same way. So, again, opening slide, name, slogan. Not your details, not your email. This is not name of this is not a project. This is a startup. Stop playing games. This is reality. Done. Next slide. Next slide would be the problem, the need, the pain, not problem, the problem. Capital letter on the T, capital letter on the P, the problem. Then you explain the problem. When you speak the problem, you have in a presentation of 3 minutes, 30 seconds. 30 seconds you will give from saying hello to finishing your problem. Then you will speak about the solution. Not solution, not technology, the solution. And you will speak a minute about the solution. Start to end of the solution is 1.5 minutes. Not 20 seconds, not 2 minutes. Now, why am I saying this? I'm saying this because all of you, if I tell you now to present your startup, will speak from beginning to end of the problem, minute point something, 20 seconds about the solution, and you will go for the next slide. You want to try me? Try me. This is how it is, always. And think about it. All the people coming to hear you, investors, potential something, nobodies, I don't care. They came here for what? To see your blue eyes? No. They came here to listen to your technology. And what are you doing? Speaking 20 seconds about the technology. Now you can tell me, listen, Tal, I'm a rocket scientist. I have the secret formula of Coca-Cola. I don't want to share it, so I talk 20 seconds. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. 1 minute. Now, when you do that, it's simple. Put stopper on your phone and run time and see what happens. By the way, we can exercise it. All my startups on the same session like you get to show or speak problem solution, and we stop. We don't need the rest. By the way, again, little secret. Might happen that the investor that you meet listens to you and says, stop for a second. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself? And this is when you go silent. You start thinking, what should I say about myself? So kindergarten, not relevant. School, high school, maybe less. If you're not Israeli, so speaking about the army is not relevant. So what do you say? You find yourself mumble 4 sentences and stop. Does it make sense to you to ask me for $1 million and tell me 4 sentences about yourself? When you can speak a whole minute about the problem that I don't even know about? It needs to make sense. This is what we say about dissonance. When you are brilliant and you're showing a stupid presentation, or you're showing a brilliant idea and you are freaking stupid, it doesn't connect. You raising money, even luck cannot help you. It just won't happen. Things need to connect. I don't know why, but for some reason, we as people, we like people to be a little bit similar. Not too much here and not too much there. Somewhere close to us. This is why when you meet someone for the first time, shake his hand, says, hello, your name, my name. You don't say, excuse me, how much do you earn? You don't do that. You never ask someone how much he earns. This is why when you do a presentation, you will say, by the way, according to a research done by the University of Kamchatka, no one will ask you, really? Where is it? No one will say. No one will ask you if the figures are right. No one. Why? It's embarrassing. Why? I don't know. Of course I know. How many times someone asked you something about something you didn't know and your answer was, of course I know, and you had no clue? How many times? How do I know? This is people. This is the art of knowing us as people. Forget about if I do this, I lie, I look to the right, I look to the... Who needs this nonsense? People in reality don't even have the time to see it happening. But what I'm telling you are things that each and every one of us felt on himself before and remembers very well the impact on himself. And if you are normal like me, probably what triggers you will trigger me as well. And there is nothing more to it than this. Again, not rocket science, just know yourselves. And know that when someone tells you something which is very important, but you understand that it does not have the background, ah, you say, well, nice, but how can I rely on what you say when you don't know your business? And forget those who tell you, oh, by the way, do you know so and so? When you show, no, I don't know. Why? Am I Yellow Pages? I need to know the what? I'm Wikipedia. I'm Google. What do you want from me? I'm a person. I'm a one person. No, I don't know everything. By the way, I can tell you things that you don't know. Well, you want a competition with me? So this is when you need to understand that people that throw this towards you, don't fight with them. Say thank you. You're not for me. Bye. Adios. See you later, alligator. Be in touch, but not too much. Feel free and okay not to engage with everyone you meet, except from me. With me, you must engage always. Anyone else, you really don't need in your life. Because sometimes people get so upset when someone tells them something that instead of saying, you're entitled to your opinion. I'm not here to fight with you, nor to compete with you. You know what? You're smarter. Then what else to say? What can we fight about? That's it. And you need to remember, investors are people. They're human beings like us, only richer. That's it. They don't own the brain of the world. By the way, they don't own all the money in the world. By the way, they also get sick and die. This is life. You say money can buy health. You want to give you a list of names from COVID, those who had money but couldn't buy it anywhere? Again, understand and deal, always take it for life. Deal with the things you can affect you. This is why when you show me the target market and say, hey, I'm developing an app, and since 12 billion people in the world have, no, sorry, the 8 billion people in the world own 12 billion smartphones, my market is 12 billion. No, spoiler. My mom, 73, she's not your client when it comes to apps. She has a smartphone, by the way. I think iPhone 10 or 11. But she just calls me. I says, Mom, I send you a WhatsApp. It takes her a week to read the WhatsApp. No? By the way, don't laugh. You're not different. In Europe, where I need to say to people, download WhatsApp. Thank God I didn't tell you to take a breath of download WhatsApp. You're serious? So what I'm saying again is be smart and to say, yes, my potential market is huge, but this is not, pay attention to the word. This is not your addressable market. You are one person. Your addressable market is the neighborhood next to you. That's your market. Maybe one city away from where you're sitting right now. And that's it. The world, your market is USA. You don't have the money to buy the taxi to go to the airport, let alone there is COVID. So what's the use of spending the words? Goes nothing. Again, I'm not here to aggravate you. I'm here to get you into the mindset of the people that listen to you, but they are European like you, very polite. So they don't say to your face. I'm saying to you what they think. And I'm saying to you what you know you think. And this is how you need to think from this day on. Forget about fairy tales. Forget about what you think he might think, she might. Well, you're controlling minds. You can control your own mind. How many times did you go into a conversation and say to yourself, hey, we're not going to speak about it, to yourself? 2 seconds after you say it, you look at yourself, you say, what, am I stupid? Am I retarded? I just said we're not going to say it. Why are we saying it? So you can control your own mind. You want to influence someone else's? Get real. And what you will do in your presentation and in your story is to make it very real, very authentic, very credible. Going back to saying, if the problem and solution are not said in a clear manner, you are wasting time. No one will listen to you. Even if they listen to you, they don't get it. How many times, by the way, I hope that one, you will grow, you'll have your own startup. Maybe you will, move to the other side and, I don't know, become an accelerator manager. You will be invited like me to be jury. You know how many times I sit with jury, they hear a pitch, I see in the face of the jury after 1 second, no one understands what's going on. They finish, they say question, no one asks question because they don't know what to ask. Startup feels so. We go behind the scene to give score. I said to them, by the way, did you understand what this guy said? He said, no. So why did you ask? So, I can ask. Why can't you ask? This is people, by the way, I always ask. I start by saying, sorry, I didn't, I know everyone understood. I didn't understand. By the way, great trick not to be the stupid in the world. Say, I know everyone else understood. I didn't. This is why you are so unique. It moves you from being stupid for being very brave. Very brave to say, although everyone understood, it's me. The problem is with me. No one will say anything to you. By the way, another spoiler. Never, ever, ever, even if you present in Israel, will someone say to you in the end of the presentation, honestly, you're stupid. No one. It's against the rules of engagement. Try me. No one will shame you on Facebook after a presentation. Try me. So what do you have to lose? But you need to come prepared. You need to give everything. And again, I will surprise you. Give everything. It's not about lifting dumbbells of 25 kilos. That's not giving everything. It's not about running a marathon. It's not about dressing the best, although you must. But no, it's about being aware of yourselves. How many of you, and be honest with me here, how many of you prepared for the session today? Let me help you. No one.
I bet it's not true. There are some people that have presentation.
You see, there is always a smart pupil in the room. So no, I
Well,
mean,
we
Dominica,
prepare, but
no, but tell them, how did that happen? How did that happen? Tell the entire process. Say, Tal wrote on WhatsApp.
Of course.
Dominica is always the one to pick everything that is around her. She's like this weird antenna radar. She gets everything. She sees everything. But different than people say, not for me, not for me, not for me. She takes. By the way, if you are looking for she always swipes left or right. Where's the good one? I don't know. I'm not on the apps. This
Right.
right. Dominica always swipes right. This is a smart way, by the way, if you ask me to know people, swipe right. By the way, Dominica, I would tell you to embrace this slogan for yourself. Dominica always swipes right.
You know, it could be misused for some apps.
No, I'm talking about those apps, but I'm saying swipe right. You swipe right, I'm always right. It's good, it's fine. So, no, really, honestly. So in way of preparing ourselves, so let me say this. Let's say I'm an investor and you come to present to me. I ask you a simple question. Did you prepare for the presentation? You know what's my problem? My biggest fear with you guys is that you are so honest. Some of you might say, no, honestly, I didn't. Are you crazy? Of course I did. I did not sleep all night. I was so excited to see you. But no, you will not say it. Say excited? No, we shouldn't say excited. You will think something. Yes, you should be human and you should say, I'm excited. I didn't sleep all night. I was prepared. Of course I was preparing. And then you open your laptop and you open the presentation and you say, first of all, sorry, this is not the last version of the presentation. And I'm looking at you and I'm saying two things. First of all, you came all the way to my office to present to me to get my money and you did not prepare the right presentation? Really? There's the door. No. You can close the laptop. This is the door. Go prepare, come back. A first stupid question. Answer. Second, how will I know if this is the last version of your presentation if you would not tell me? Why do you need to be so honest? Did I ask you? Did I ask you, excuse me, before you start, is this the last version? Didn't ask. Why do you need to tell? Why are you giving so much? Not forget the fact that it's annoying and insulting. Why do you give this information? Enough. I'm telling you why. Because you're so excited because you're not used to the event. So get used to. You ask me, don't get your laptop out. Why do you need your laptop? Why do you need a presentation with you? You prepared it? Yes. It's your product? Yes. You are there from day one? Yes. You can't remember it? You all went to school, and in the end of the year, there was a school play, and you had to say your two sentences. You didn't sleep 2 nights. You learned it for 2 weeks, and you said your two sentences. You can't say a presentation and ask you for €1,000,000? Does it make sense? No. Am I investing in your laptop? Do you have equity in Microsoft for the PowerPoint that you're using? No. Why are you showing me a presentation? Why? You can convince me like this? I'm telling you, you must. You must be able to have this conversation without a presentation, without, oh my God, the laptop fell. Oh, my battery is finished. I don't know what to say. No. It's embarrassing. It's unprofessional. And whatever investor you turn to will say, there's the door. So we went over the problem. And when we say we speak about the problem, you are doing a presentation. If you're doing a presentation, you are presenters. Presenters are actors. Did any of you go to the theater once in your life? Yes. The actor on stage, he is there for what? To amuse himself? No, to amuse you. You're the audience. An actor works for the audience. If you are doing a presentation, you are presenters, you are actors, act like one. First of all, understand that's not about you. You are not there to spit your presentation. You're there to make the audience enjoy. By the way, this audience sitting in front of you had many, many other important things to do. Believe me, family, tennis, TikTok, whatever. Just not you. You were not in the plan, but you are there. So be ready, come aware, understand. The smart answer to my question, thank you for the question, that's the next slide, is unacceptable. I ask you something, you answer now. Don't be smart. Don't say, oh, by the way, I will. No, it's your problem if you will forget. Be attentive and be human. Look at the face. You know those people who do a presentation, the audience is here and their eyes are somewhere there? Impossible. Impossible. You know those who have the presentation here, audience here, and they speak to the screen? Not you. Aliens, not you. Other people from other planets. They do it like this. Unacceptable. Why do you have to? Why are you looking there? You don't know your own presentation? Why is it there? So I'm saying all this interference, get it out of the way. If you don't have a presentation and laptop, you must look at me. Easiest way to do it. Train yourself. You cannot train on everything. And again, be human. It's okay to black out. It's even cute. Not the entire presentation black out. Little bit. It's okay. It's human. You're excited. You're not used to standing in front of people that have hundreds and tens of millions of dollars that you want to get from them. It's not something that happens every day. So we need to train on it. Problem needs to make sense in a simple way and get you ready for the solution. So if I were to speak to you about how this, by the way, in Israel, you know, it's always hot. I don't want to turn the computer because you will all be envy. So we have sun now, it's 20 something plus. By the way, it's going to be raining tonight. But in Israel, day is day, night is night, no connection. Day is sun, night is rain. So it's okay. Minimum temperature now in Tel Aviv will be plus 13 when it rains, not less. Yeah, so now get envy and ask yourself why you don't come to Israel. So if I want to talk to you about the weather in the problem, and my solution will be to speak about the food I made to myself, you will sit and say, what's wrong with this guy? What's the problem? What's the connection? So you need to understand that when you speak, you tell a story, you know, you have a punchline. When you say about a story, you want to get to an anecdote or something, things connect. I did this happened. I saw this problem, this is the solution, and they connect. Think about it when you pitch for the problem. One problem. Not two problems, not three problems, one. The fact that this one has sub-problems, again, not relevant. One problem. Why? Because we're human. And we can deal with the one problem, with the one solution. Sorry, me too alert. Most investors are men. Even to do one thing for us is difficult. So you want to have two. One is enough. So you say your problem in a clear way. And you look at people's eyes. Do I make sense? You don't need to ask them. Ta-ta-ta, yes. Ta-ta-ta, yes, no. Say your problem. But say it in a way people understand. Then also put emphasis on how you speak. If I try to, by the way, for me to say Dominica, it took me some days to practice. It's not obvious for me to see the name and say it. Let alone some of you have names that if I will say, my teeth will pop out. Impossible to say. And when you go on stage and you say, hello, nice to meet you. And then you go, my name is Judratis. What do I do with this? How do I speak to you then? Impossible. And it's embarrassing for me not to be able to address you in a name. So you can have a long name, and I'm not saying call yourself D, G, B, D. Have a name, but something, at least pronounce it slowly. And don't ask me to say your surname. Your surname is impossible. Okay. Then when you speak about your startup, mention the name. Now, for me, not to forget your startup, I would like to see on every slide, top corner, left or right, the logo. Leave it there for me to see. This is how I will remember. By the way, you know that we are planning to have a demo day, your pitch event. I think we're planning something like this. We will, I don't know, I'm not saying we will prepare it. I need to speak with Tal about it, but we would like to have a kind of a booklet, okay? In the booklet, we would like to put only problem, 2 sentences, solution, 2 sentences, but also put something we call strength. What is your strength? Now, when I say strength, doesn't talk about you as people. So I'm a scientist, this is why. No, strength towards the market, strength towards the technology, towards the future, towards humanity, some kind of strength, and your contact details. Problem, solution, strength, and contact details. Picture, of course, your photo. Photo, not when you were 9, not when you were wearing a papillon and your mohawk. No, this will not be in the booklet. Normal people with normal faces, okay? Again, just to be credible, the pictures, and of course, the logo of your startup. This will be in every page. Maybe if we will do it, I will share with you an example that you can all see. It's on the internet, it's very easy to see. I would say to you, prepare something like this regardless. This is not the one pager, but definitely coming, because once you have the presentation and the one pager, everything comes from there for you, just to take, copy, paste, and place it somewhere. Okay, so problem done. Solution needs to speak about. So you finish the problem, like here, and then you go for the solution. So the problem is introducing my solution. And you speak about the solution. Your solution is never simple. Your solution is never simple. It's never easy. It doesn't need to be complicated, but it needs to imply it's super genius. How do I know not to say simple? By the way, simple is very complex. If I were to tell you to write an essay of 700 words, you will go, oh my God. But if I were to take you to take those 700 words and make them 30, you will do impossible. No, can't do it. This is why simple, little, is very complicated. Nothing that you do is simple. It's complicated, but complicated smart. It has your brain and your intelligence and your knowledge and your experience behind it. Bring yourself forward. Know and understand. Startups are first of all people, then technology. Technology doesn't make itself. It needs us. So why don't we speak about ourselves? We need to bring ourselves forward. You understand? So problem solution. Now I will go quickly because at 2 I stop and give you time to ask me questions. Spoiler, I will not stop at 2. I'm just saying for you to wait for something. It will never happen. So after problem and solution, okay, we want to speak about your target market. Addressable target market. I would like to know who are your users and who are your customers. Do you know the difference between customers and users? Simple answer, anyone? Yeah, I forgot. I remember to ask you a question. Customer and user. Thank you so much. You see why I'm not asking? I don't want to, don't answer, it's fine. So
Customer is someone who pays for the product.
Exactly.
And user is someone just who uses it.
Thank you.
Welcome.
By the way, Piotr was in one of my other lectures. This is why he knows, right?
Exactly.
See? I don't remember the name, but someone who answers me like this, I know he heard me before. And it's smart. Yes, customers pay you the money. Users, no. You are all users of Zoom. I'm a customer. I'm paying. You're not. We are all users of WhatsApp. You know, I can say we are customers of Facebook, and you will say, hey, no one is paying for Facebook. Really? Wasting half your day going like zombies. This is money for Facebook. If you are not there, publishers are not advertising anything on Facebook. And you also, the social dilemma, I think that's the name of the movie. You all saw it. Everyone saw social dilemma. If not, okay. Dominica, you saw social dilemma, right? The Netflix social dilemma.
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Someone here waved yes. Julia, if you did, please share in the chat social dilemma link to something, or just the name even. All of you, by end of the week, you all see, in the weekend, not now, in your free time, not on working time, see Social Dilemma by Netflix. I'm telling you, it will shake what you know. It will not change you. It will change you for 5 minutes. It will throw the phone away and delete Facebook, and the next day put it back on. But I'm saying it will change something in you. So we go for the target market, the addressable target market. We have user and we just say something very short about how are we planning to reach the customers. Very short. Remember, investors love B2B. They don't love so much B2C, business to customer. Like I need to knock on every door to find my customer. Very difficult. B2B makes sense, much easier, and they will much more like that kind of a model. Okay. Okay, so we are done. We are over this. Now we can go for, let's say, business model. But business model, I will not be put too much emphasis on it right now, especially for those of you who did not launch and validate their technology. You should know a little bit about, you will have a lecture, I think, with Racheli about business models. She will teach you everything. I don't need to stop there. Business model, just for you to know, simply, how do you intend to make money? Equals business model. How am I planning to earn money? Equals business model. From customers, from business, how am I going to earn my money? Okay, next probably people will say to you competition. Personally, I don't go much for showing competition unless I must. And if I need to show it, you put it in a kind of a table. On top, you put your competition. And here, you put the criteria. No more than 4 criteria. No more than 4. 4. On top, yourself and maybe 2 other in competition. No need more. You are always first to the left, the 2 after. This slide should fly in 10 seconds. 10 seconds, you're over competition. Don't start describing the competition. Who cares about the competition? What are you working for the No, this is my competitor. Well, they don't. Did I ask? I don't want to know. I want to know about you. So put the competition, put the criteria. You don't speak about 4. You speak about the 2 criteria, the best ones. Choose 2. This is the competition. I showed you. I don't need to speak about them. You have eyes, right? Read. This is the criteria. I want to speak about 2. 10 seconds. We're done. Gone. Good. Then you have time to speak about your team. Speak about your team. Team. Pictures. Not like this. They are your partner, co-founders. They don't work for you. This is when you work for, they're same like you. They have a title, co-founder and something, CEO, CTO, probably nothing more than that. If you have now 5 programmers, it's nice, but you don't need them in the team. This is where you show the executive team. Who are the co-founders and the people with the, we say C-level, CEO, CMO, CTO, CCCCC, are there. Okay? Under the name, you can put short, maybe their, I don't know, university degree if it's relevant. Maybe they work for Google, something of relevance. And you remember, pictures, normal pictures. Not 3 of them in suits and tie and 1 look like a hippie. No, everyone hippie, everyone with tie. You decide. And by the way, you're startuppers. You're allowed to come like me. No one will judge you. And if they judge you, go to hell. Why? I need you to make you to love me. Don't love me. Simple. Next, current status. What did you achieve until now? The fact that you woke in the morning, not relevant for this slide. The fact that you know to speak, not relevant for that slide. The fact that you made a one-pager, can you think what would be relevant to show in this slide? Let me help. If you have a patent, it's interesting. If you met with some market giant, very interesting. I will also add the logo if I can. If you have raised capital, very interesting to show. The fact that you have a business plan, not interesting to show. Okay, you won an award, great, good for you. Maybe show, if it's something renowned. So this is your current status, and your last slide would be, why are we here? Meaning, probably currently raising funds or fundraising. The fact that you are looking for a CTO, no, this is not in their slide. We are not an HR people that will help you to find your next partner. We are here to discuss money. Now, if you did not validate your technology, if you did not develop anything, if you have just an idea, you are not raising anything. Just maybe raising awareness or raising the anger of people listening to you, but you are not raising money. You are raising money when you have something substantial to offer for the money. Understand the deal. Investors, you give equity. They give money. This is the transaction. Goodwill is not included. Pat on the head, not included. Without VAT. Equity, money. That's the transaction we are here to speak about. You are expected to finish your presentation either by saying, currently we rely on our own funding, hence not raising funds, or this is what we want to raise. Finishing your presentation by saying, thank you, is unacceptable. When you pitch to investors, when you pitch to the entire world, when you go back to your school and pitch to your pupils, it's fine. To your friends at home in the salon, fine. Not to investors. This is the expectation. This is why they come. Again, Aido, thank you so much. We are not that we don't insult them. We don't need your money. Of course you need the money. But we are not ready to take the money. Hence, we are relying on ourselves. We are getting ready to start raising money, or we are raising money. Everything I said until now needs to get into 3 minutes. Demo days usually are 3 minutes. If we want to be nice, 5 minutes or 4. Not more than that. You need to start timing yourself. Why? People don't have the attention capability of listening to too many, for sure not for a long time. It all in the way of practice. Now, when you come aware into the room and you know your mission, by the way, like everything in life, when you wake up when you came here today, where are the ones who are going to pitch now? Dominica, who is going to pitch today?
From us, it's Maria and Tomasz.
Maria and Tomasz. So except for Maria and Tomasz, who woke up this morning feeling a little bit excited. Okay, Maria did fan, she came ready today. So except for them, the rest of you probably saw on the agenda that you have a meeting, probably said, okay, we have meeting. You want to be, I will not ask because I don't want to embarrass, but if I were to ask you how many of you knew it's me today, or even to pronounce my name, probably not many. And I'm not angry because we're people. By the way, I didn't know where I'm coming as well. I just knew I had something to do today. This is who we are because we have so much, really. We are bombarded with information. We have so much to do all the time. So we joined. It's nice, like with the friends. Let's see what's going on. Again, how do I know? Because all of you that joined, you didn't say hello to one another. Hey, Sophia, how you doing? Hey, Tomasz, how you doing? You're not people like in Israel. You saw me coming in. Immediately, it was Dominica, Tal, speaking Hebrew. It's like that. Like to get with the... You are different people. And I'm not trying to change you. I'm just making you aware that the rest of the world is different than you. And if you want to engage, you cannot make the world be you. You need to be like the world. For instance, to speak English. For instance, to be friendly. If I want to raise money from you and I come to you, you go, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? And if I don't give you the money, you will be insulted from me. Yes, who said Tal?
Me.
Kinga.
Hello. I was at your last lecture, so
I know, I remember.
I already wrote last night to my agenda to prepare with with the pitch. But honestly, I didn't have the time this morning, so I have my previous pitch, but I didn't do anything about it. But now, at least I know more about my own project. So
yes, so everything was great aside from the part of sorry, I didn't have time this morning. I didn't ask if you had time. For me, for you to say hi, Tal, how you doing? I was in your last lecture. It's good enough. I'm already happy. Now from happy, I'm saying she's happy, but she didn't have.
But I want
to. What I'm saying is learn from me. Okay,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
cannot. It doesn't happen overnight. It's a lot about awareness. My awareness today in the age of 51 is different than my awareness in the age of 20 and 30 and 40. It's different. And this is what I'm saying. I cannot change you. I'm just making you a little bit aware for the hour and a half I have for you and you for me. Then that's it. By the way, we will finish the session. We will have a nice photo. You will go on with your lives. And the next time we will meet probably will be either in the end event or you will continue following me here and there and say, hey, Tal, you're the best. Hey, Tal, you're the best. And like this. I'm used to that and nothing more. I can tell you a billion things to do. It's difficult to follow all of them because, again, we are people. But sometimes there are those, like, listen, you will have probably a feedback form after me. Okay? First of all, not everyone will like to answer. So, I don't have time. I'm busy. I don't have time to put I don't know how long the feedback, I never saw it, by the way. But I would assume some of you will not have the time nor pay the attention. Some of you will say, now I will show him. Now I will get even with him. And I will write whatever I want. He was like this and like that. I didn't like. Some of you will say, oh my God, it was amazing. Really, we enjoy your time, the attention. We learned so much. This is people. It's fine. But I'm saying just do. Decide that you do. Even deciding not to do is a decision. So decide. Don't go with the flow all your life. Don't say, okay, coming. Be different. Be something to remember. The fact, Kinga, that you said my name and you interfered helps me to remember you. And if this is something that you wanted to achieve, you have achieved it. To interrupt me now and say, hey, by the way, Tal, thank you so much for your speech. Very interesting. I want to ask a question. You would assume I will remember you. Why? Because all of you are silent. Those of you who don't ask questions but smile, and I see you, I remember you. Those of you who decide to stay in the dark, it's your decision. Now the answer will be, sorry, my camera is not working. By the way, only this morning it's not working. By the way, I'm trying to fix it as you speak, not working. By the way, I will see the lecture after, which you never see again. Excuse me, question. Do you record this session? Yes. Why the fuck are you asking? You will never see it anyway. But people, I'm saying enough. You don't need to impress anyone. Your mom and dad will love you regardless. By the way, spoiler, your mom and dad think you are brilliant, the most handsome, the most smart, the most everything. Why? So why to invest more? They have your back for anything that you want. Again, you hear me, you smile, you laugh, and you say, the next day you go back to what you used to do. I'm not here to change you. I'm here to make you more aware. And yes, get you a little smiling, get some vibes, something going. So I will not even ask you, I will just simply tell you, please fill the feedback form with whatever you want. I will not show you fingers or what to do. You need to decide whatever you want. No, no, it will affect me in a way. No, you know, I had a feedback form. I have a program running in Lithuania. We just finished first cohort, and I got a feedback form. And the one remark I will never forget for the rest of my life, someone wrote, I'm always, when I'm doing meetings, I have a glass of wine with me. And he wrote, it's not nice to drink alcohol during session. That's the only thing I remember. By the way, everything else was amazing. But this is the one I remember. I said to them, I put them all on Zoom. I said, who had the audacity to tell me not to drink wine? But then I Googled and I understood the alcohol problem in Lithuania, and I understood maybe I was out of order. And this is what to teach me as well, that I think I know everything. No, I don't know everything. And I need to be more aware, more caring. So I don't have the wine with, I have water. No wine this time. So please don't write this remark, but you can write maybe about the painting. It's my mother-in-law. I can't take it off the wall. So please be nice. Anything else that you want, I can do maybe. I'm not even sure. Listen, I want to stop now. I want to stop now. I want to give you either ask me a question or two. I know you will not answer. You will? Okay. Okay, and then I would like Maria, if she wants, or Tomasz, any of you, just to hear you pitch. Wait, I want to give all of you a chance to pitch in way of just pitch, problem and solution. I don't need the rest. I don't need the rest. But when you do it, I told you, 1.5 minutes, starting from hello, end of problem, half minute, then solution, 1 minute. I will time you. You can time yourself, meaning I will stop you. Now I'm saying to you, all of you, listen to this. And you can time the same way as I do. You will see people speak more than half minute on problem, and solution will be 20 seconds. Okay, test me if I'm wrong. Go ahead, Julia.
Thank you. My question is that you emphasize that, we need to stick out, we need to be different on one hand. On the other hand, if you keep listening to the pitches that we either do today or later at any stage, they seem to have this structure that you described about the story of our company. How can we stick out anyhow if we have a structure that is so relevant to any kind of pitch, or the deck that you explained to us?
Good question. Good question. Very good question. You know why? Because I have the answer. Otherwise, it was not good.
Cool. I was counting on it.
One, I describe the structure because to every game, there are rules. The rules to the game called pitching is to have this list of slides. By the way, pitching on demo day, not sitting with your investor an hour and a half, speaking, having some beer and relaxing. This not that pitch. The pitch now has a structure. These are the slides. This is the time. Still, when I'm doing the pitch, I'm different. I'm different in voice. I'm shouting. I'm relaxing. I have pathos. I do faces. I move my hands. I don't need to take my shirt off. Not allowed. Okay? But everything else is allowed. I'm the one who dances on pitches. Why? Because this is how people remember me. I do something. I wear different. Again, not this, not a ring and a nose and no need. But I can dress in a certain, I have a different color of shirt. Look at the screen. Look at your shirt. Do you think you stick out? Of course you do. Of course you do. Your background, something that, first of all, will put a kind of an impact, something that will carve into the memory. And one thing for sure is how you say it. Do you just pitch, or maybe you ask a question, you stop from time to time, ask a question, and you answer the question? Do you smile? Are you tense? Are you excited? Are you, what are you? This is how you will be remembered. So this is very unique because our sound is different. Our face is different. Our background is different. So this is the difference. But slides, the order is the same. What you do inside. So the bucket is the same. The inside is totally different. And another thing to remember, because none of you you don't have the ability to sign NDA, non-disclosure, and maybe some of you are a little bit worried what to say, what to reveal, what to expose. Remember this. First of all, you own what you own. It's yours. Second, speak about what you do, know how you do it. Always remember, when you see me going out of the supermarket, having some flour, egg, and oil, you cannot guess what I'm cooking. If you know these are the ingredients for a cake, you cannot guess the shape of it and what would be the taste of it. But you see ingredients. Same here. I'm speaking about what I'm doing, how I do it. None of your business, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Next question, if there are any. Please, not all of you together, one by one. Yes. So many
I
smiley.
would like to ask you
please.
about the slogan.
Wait, your name?
Jiří.
No, you see, you start with me. Again, simple name. What was that? Say the name.
Sorry, my name.
Yes.
Of course. Jiří.
Jiří?
Okay, it's a problem because just people in Czech Republic, maybe in Slovakia, and some people from Poland can pronounce it.
No, they can't.
George.
Yeah, so it's
Jirka,
Jirka, it's different version.
Yeah, Jirka, you should introduce yourself as Jirka. That's easier.
Okay.
Oh, Jirka, I can say.
Jirka,
Okay.
Jirka. Okay, I would like to ask about what you said at the beginning, that about the slogan of companies, and you said that like 3 words enough. Is this some like a rule that if it's longer,
Yes, no longer. 3 words. 3 words that make sense. And just to start, your name of the startup, okay, will not be Jirka. It's not a name of a startup. GPZ is not the name of a startup. Z1234 is not a name of a startup. A solar panel system that is not a name of a startup. Something nice is the name of something that makes sense is the name of a startup. Okay, and slogan, 3 words. Just do it is a name. Get yourself fat is a slogan. Don't waste time is a slogan. Again, not relevant to anything, but I'm saying 3 words. Again, if you want help with this, I can help. Okay? Because of Dominica now, it's free of charge. Otherwise, oh my God. So I can help. But if you want to reach out to me, and again, you're free to do that. And if you want, again, I will share my details here if you don't have them, because I'm also on your Slack thing and I'm there. Okay? So if you want, I will help. Next, did I answer? Yeah. Any more questions?
I have one, quick one. This is Kamil speaking. I guess you can pronounce Kamil.
Kamil, I know, yes, easy.
Yeah. So you said about the rules of the game, and I understand that. I've been pitching back in the days for some demo days and stuff like that. And sometimes we just get the presentation like pre-prepared slides. For example, 5 slides, and not all the ingredients, not all the slides you mentioned were on this presentation.
Yes.
So is it like universal rule, or is it any variation? How to approach that issue?
Yeah.
Because I don't want to show 10 slides when someone asks me for 5.
Yes. So first of all, if someone asks something specific, you need to be attentive. You are entitled to ask why. Okay. But what I said is kind of a generic, I would say kind of a generic, yes, on what I see, on not just what I teach, but what I see. And just, did I answer? So 5 is fine if this is the requirement. Otherwise, go for my list and feel good about it. Next would be, remember that in any kind of a demo day that you will participate, there is the time to pitch and then time for questions, right? The jury is supposed to ask you questions. I translate it different than you. So I say I have 3 minutes to pitch, and then there's another 3 minutes to pitch. Although it's 3 minutes that Q&A, questions and answers. You remember what I said in the beginning? Thank you for the question, dear jury. Now answer whatever you want. Now, so remember that when you divide the time, pitch the 3 minutes, the most important things that you need to say, and remember, you will get additional time to answer questions. Might be some of the questions will be very good for you because it will help you to emphasize things that you said or say things that you did not say. Maybe you forgot, maybe you put aside. Some cases, there will be only one question, and then the moderator will say, thank you. Any additional question? The answer will be no. Then when I moderate, I go back to the entrepreneur and say, okay, you have 2 more minutes, speak. No one can, when I'm doing moderation, I control the time. It's my time, no one else's time, not the jury, not the audience, not my time. And I give it to you. So remember always, when you will have time for what we call Q&A or feedback by the jury, it's your time, minus the few seconds of the question. Yes, there are some people who ask questions and they don't ask questions, they just give an entire pitch themselves, but then there is no time anyway. But most, if there's a good moderator, we need to stop them and say, excuse me, is there a question? Or what are you, interview now? What do you do now? You will always have time to answer more. So prepare at least either 2 questions you want the moderator to ask you. And I say to all my startup, send it to me on the WhatsApp. What would you like me to ask more? And if not, you will always have this time to use for yourselves.
Okay, like regarding these questions, can I like say I'll answer it after the presentation, not immediately? Do not put me from the like flow of the presentation. You know what I'm saying?
Probably you would like to be respectful. So you will answer very short in a sentence. You will say, I know I did not give the full answer. Let's speak about it after. Very acceptable. Not to totally disregard.
No, I'm not saying, but I'm just saying to like, the information will be on the next slide, or I would like to emphasize on that, but let me finish what I'm saying.
No, just no. You're asked and you know it's in the next slide, move to the next slide.
Okay.
Just move.
Gotcha.
Or just answer and skip the next slide because you answer it. Be attentive. Phil, don't make people hate you or be, antagonized by you. Don't do that. Go with them. Yes, even if it changes a little bit the order. No jury or no investor will say to you, hello, how you doing? You will say, okay, the problem. Say, no, give me the business. It doesn't work this way. Remember, as you don't see people and say how much you earn in the middle of the street. Same, there are rules. People like to keep to rules, usually. Maybe not with drugs and alcohol, but the rest they like, okay?
So just simply to be elastic.
Very elastic.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Kinga, what do you want?
Thanks, Tal. We have a slogan, it's music is the message. And should it be more personal to, like, music is your message, something like that? It's a...
I would say yes, because music is the message is for, Number one. Number two, it's really kind of a generic something. It's not personal. I would go personal more.
Okay, thanks.
Anyone else? No. Maria, whenever you're ready. And again, please pitch from hello to the end of the solution. No need to go further.
Okay, thank you.
Tell me when you're ready, so I will run the time.
Yeah, thank you. I just wanted to say that I did my hair last night, not this morning. So just to let you know.
For me, it was clear, but thank you for telling.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
You
okay,
ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Go ahead.
Hello. We all remember the two tragic accidents of Boeing 737 MAX. The investigation shows it is a lack of process transparency to be blamed for these two tragic accidents, having the large impact on the safety. We at 3IPK develop software solutions based on blockchain technology. We leverage the features of data immutability and traceability in order to increase, in one hand, process transparency and efficiency, leading to a large product safety in the aerospace industry. And on the other hand, we, thanks to process automation, we can reduce the costs by 20%. Thank you.
Done.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. Very good. How long did you go from hello to end of the problem?
I didn't actually measure it, but maybe it was like 1 minute.
How much did you speak in total?
Yeah, probably it was 1 minute. I didn't time it.
You spoke in total 1 minute or just the problem 1 minute?
In total, I would say, because I didn't talk that much about the problem, I think.
Stop. Everyone here knows you? I mean, you know one another here?
Not really.
Not really? Okay. Anyone can tell me what's the name of the startup of Maria? What? No, you're serious? You didn't listen? She said it.
3IPK, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Dominica. Wow. Okay, Maria, first problem. No one knows. By the way, if I would take your name off also, it will be even, they would not even know your name. But yes, so problem. No one really knows the name of your startup. Anyone can tell me what's the problem? That is only the problem. What is the problem, Maria, that no one knows her name of the startup solves?
Something about accidents.
Okay, something
related.
About yeah, okay. It's there's no yes or no. Yes.
We are talking about planes, so some problems, issues with Boeing.
Did she say the word Boeing?
She does.
She did?
She did.
Boeing. So she is solving problem with planes and you remember the name Boeing. She didn't say Airbus.
I think so.
She said or no?
I think that I heard Boeing.
She said Boeing. Okay. So problem, planes, Boeing, accidents. What else?
Transparency of the processes inside the company, or something like with the processes in the design of aerospace industry.
In the aerospace industry. Anyone else about the problem can maybe tell me?
I would say, sorry, Tal, have aviation background, so kind of understand a little bit more. Maybe I would say it's the solution to manage the data and certification and the process of designing the tools or equipment for aviation. It was still a little bit blurry for me, but
no need the blurry. Maria was smiling until now. She said, "Oh my God, someone understood me. Thank you." Camille,
but I understand the need
Camille,
of management.
Thank you. It's my lecture time.
Sorry.
Anyone else? Anyone else wants to say something? Tomasz, you were paying attention. Or you were thinking about your presentation.
Yes, I was thinking about myself. Sorry.
Of course. No, it's fine. This is who we are as people. When you are sitting in a room and everyone needs to present himself, you are listening until 2 before you. Then your brain starts saying, now my turn is coming. And you don't listen. This is how it is. Okay, by the way, if your investor just got a message on WhatsApp, he's not listening to your presentation. He's on WhatsApp right now with his wife telling him, buy milk on the way home. This is how it's a people. It's a human. Okay. So problem and solution. And Maria, you should thank Camille here and Martin that helped you a little bit. But
Yeah, thank you guys.
I think you got the message. So let me help. You spoke about the problem from hello to end of problem, 17 seconds. From end of there to speak about the solution, you did it, you just broke my theory, okay? You did opposite, okay? And you spoke additional, okay, 33 seconds, half a minute. You ended 50 seconds. Problem, I gave you a minute and a half. Now you start to understand. Tomasz, you ready with your pitch? Tomasz,
Yes.
you're ready?
Yes, I can start.
But if I will not see you, will never start.
You do.
Oh, no.
He's there.
Ah, now I see you. Sorry. So, Dominica, if she could shoot me now. Maria,
He's here.
Maria, my advice to you. From the beginning, although you prepared, you were tense, you were very tense and you were excited. You said hello, like I don't wish you to say this hello to anyone else in the street because they will run away. It's not a hello. It was be aware, get away from me. This kind of hello. Take breath. This is what I'm saying. Be conscious. You don't need to go, you go, okay. Get yourself 2 seconds. You need to get in the zone. Take air. Hello. This is, by the way, the only time you go and take air is when you start. Though, you know those people who present and they go, okay, okay. Well, you're doing me a favor that you're here. Don't go away. Be aware. Be attentive. From hello, end of problem, 30 seconds. Another whole minute to talk about the solution. Slowly, consciously, hear yourself speak. Don't speed the presentation, okay? Generally, again, coming myself from the aerospace industry for many, many years, of course, I relate, and you are free to discuss with me your solution or your startup later. So thank you for
Okay, thank you. Can I have a question?
For the fan and coming ready today. Yes.
Yeah, yesterday, last night.
That's right.
I have a question regarding the introduction. Like, should I say my name at the beginning and then also when I'm introducing the team?
Of course. By the
Because
way,
it takes lots of time actually.
it's
if I
not
have only 3 minutes for all the slides or
I
all the information
explain
you...
again, be attentive. The 3 minutes is a show. Always remember you will have time to add things to add at the question time. So you need to go through the slides, but you don't need to read the slides. Let people see. And you need to be telegraphic, blah, 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 blah. Quick, 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 quick. But starting with, hello, my name is Maria. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Name of Startup.
Yeah, but I think then you don't make it in 30 seconds until the end of the problem if you,
Maria,
if you start like this.
You wanna teach me pitching?
No, I don't.
I would invite you, I will share with you all the link to the demo day of 17 startups I did 2 weeks ago to my Lithuanian program. It's shared on Facebook. See the pitch, time them. You will see startups, young as you, pitching for 3 minutes, time them. It's all about practice, my practice, okay? It can be done. I'm not sending you to a suicide mission of Mission Impossible. That's Tom Cruise, not my movie. My movie is the doable, absolutely. Okay, Tomasz, go ahead.
Hi, everyone. Thank you very much for this opportunity to speak in front of you. I really need to improve my skills. So beginning my pitch. Hello, my name is Tomasz Kuriak. I am a founder of a Quickie. We create reservation systems for boat owners. On top of that, we are creating the most advanced real-time boat rental database full of boat rental transactions. And it can be used by all travel agencies and vacation vendors. We came up with this solution 4 years ago while creating different travel agency startup. and we realized that there is 1 million boats available for rent worldwide, but only 2 or 3% of them can be rented by common websites. And we want to change that. We want to create a platform for connecting the boat owners with the vacation vendors. That's all.
Okay. You were here in the lecture today, or you're just trying to annoy me? Well, what's the plan here? Okay, let's test it. Okay, okay. People know you. I know Dominica will now shout the name, but I will take it into consideration. Please, everyone, you know what I'm going to ask. You heard with Maria. So what's the name of the startup, please? Who can tell me?
Quickie.
Who?
Quickie.
Quickie. And the problem that he deals with?
The reservation system.
Reservation system. Anyone else?
The problem
to connect boat owners with tourists.
To connect boat owners with tourists. Okay. Anyone else?
He was speaking about the opportunity to rent a boat, and he said the number about 1 million of boats, which
No,
can be.
It's not a memory competition. Just simply, what is the problem?
Yeah, the number of boats that can be rented, but they can't, and this is the solution. The some database how to connect.
Okay. Okay. Anyone else?
Only 2% of boats can be rented via established websites, and we are trying to change this.
Okay. Solution, how is it done?
Can I? I think the solution is they brought it on web, so that majority of people or public can simply approach it.
Okay. So, Thomas, what do you think about what you heard now? Are you satisfied with the answers of the esteemed colleagues that you have here?
Definitely not. I need to improve and clarify the message.
First of all, the fact that you need to improve, we know from the apology in the beginning. You already made us ready for the fact that you need to improve, which of course was not necessary, but it was not part of the pitch. So let me help you. You know how long you pitched about the problem? By the way, no one knows why. It was like this. We didn't know when you started, actually. We thought you started, but then you said this was just a preliminary, something that we didn't need to hear. And then you said hello and you started. So you spoke about the problem 12 seconds. You finished the entire pitch in 40 seconds, deleting all the unnecessary words. So you spoke 12 seconds about the problem, and I would say 22 seconds about the solution. And I gave you a minute and a half. Now, people here were a little bit more prepared, not all of them. Some of them still didn't understand that this is going to repeat, meaning they'll be now more attentive because they will know what I'm going to ask. Most of them were not attentive yet. Still, I think there is a miss out. I think that you speak well. By the name Maria and you, same. Your English is very clear. I know that if you will slow down a little bit, control your heart pace, it will be even better. Be more focused to say problem and solution, you will be even better. And understand, Maria was very just now anxious that it will not fit into 3 minutes. By the way, Tomasz can finish his speech in a minute and a half, so he can lend you 1.5 minutes if you want. He has free time.
Yeah, thank you, Tomasz.
This is how it works. Guys, you need to practice. I know that you know your business. You know, but you're not saying it in a word that the others will know, but they are really trying. So if you want something to take from here, you don't need this session. You can say, guys, who is available now? Let's stay another half an hour. Let's take some of the Zoom for another half an hour. We will pitch. I will pitch. You will give me feedback. You will pitch. I will give you feedback. All my startups do it. It's free of charge. And this is how they train the best way. One is with a stopwatch. One is pitching. Two are giving feedback, and they change roles. No other way to practice. Why? Because you're smart, you know what to ask, you are very attentive, you know how it implicates you, you heard me. This is how it's done. And I have no doubt that you will do well, okay? If you have any questions, because we are out of time, and I'm supposed to let you go to your own business now. But if you do have time and you would like to organize a session like this with everyone, I will not do a session with 10 or 15 people. But if you can organize yourself on Slack and schedule time with me, I will give you time. I'm willing right now to give you another hour. You will get to pitch. I will feedback you, but you all need to be here. And we can schedule it whenever you want from now until end of the program. I will get, if we see it works well, we will schedule another hour time. No problem, free of charge. Government of Israel, on behalf of Government of Israel and Dominica, who is always here. Okay, good. Open your screens for a second. Let me make myself a nice photo. And yes, please come closer to the screen if it's possible, and let me see you more than the nose and up, because I will not recognize you. Who is not opening the special invitations to the people who are not opening their cameras? Why did you say Piotr is not here? He's here, you see? He's here. He's only having lunch, but okay. Ready? 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Smile. Now go on with this. 3, but you need to smile.